Good evening. It's me, Angie, here from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of direction towards your best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and of the planetary bodies and their aspects surrounding us. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So do know that whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. If you happen to be a life path 9 person, you can look up all the other life path 9 messages on my playlist, and all of the other messages are separated into the daily life path energies. Each day we go through 9 days, 1 through 9, and you should notice the patterns that you are finding if you are journaling. Hey girls, how are you? Thanks for coming. I got some new decks. Woohoo! You made it. I love new decks. What about you guys? Do you like lots of new decks? All right. So, hey, corny jokes back. At least I'm not boo-hooing today. So that's always a better day. All right, guys. So this is these 2 new decks. One is called Love Tarot. Boy, is one of these new decks very big. It's a lot bigger than the other one because I'm 12. All right. So I'll show you the boxes here. The decks are going to show you the boxes, Kaylee. Boy, oh boy, it must be that last anaretic degree of Venus in Leo today. So we've got our test. It's an unsealed letter. And in this anaretic degree, secrets will be eventually known by all. So I'm really curious about what these secrets could be, how they might affect us. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to use my new cards to pull for you all. So make sure that if you have a question that you like answered, you put that in the comment box there. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, a little bit slippery. All right. Okay, nice and crisp. Okay. But size does matter. One is definitely about twice the size of the other one. So we shall see where we go with O's. We have the Love Tarot deck, and this is about romantic true love tarot. And then I got the Clarifying Life Situations deck. So I think what I might do is pull a card there from each for you with you guys' question. You can just put hearts, any color heart that you are drawn to. They're all representative of chakras. So, alrighty. Now, with the soul code chakra being activated today, you'll want to look at where the moon is, which is going to be just in Leo, like I said, and that's the chakra or the house that's going to be affected here by this energy today. So we shall see where we go. Let's see where these secrets are hiding, if we can get anything there. Hi, Healed Heart Space. How are you, Judy Jude? Miss Jennifer. Woo! We got you, girl. Guys, make sure that you pull down the drop-down menu there to click on the little bell so that you get notifications. Oh, wow. Yep, that's literally the eclipse, so that you get notifications when I go on live. It hasn't been giving me notifications for when I post my notes. Thank you to those of you who've reached out. I didn't mean to make you sad with my post yesterday. So I just thought, you know what? It was an 8-day and it was a path of vulnerability day. So there was me sharing a vulnerable moment with my synchronicities. It was too wild yesterday. Grateful for the message, even though it made me sad. It was okay. I'm still grateful to get it. All right. I wanted to see what else. Speaking of the 8-day, that was yesterday. Right use of power. This one's called Crown Games. And it looks like this door that's going to be opening with the upcoming eclipse energy. We have a door completion here, which of course opens up a new door. Let's see if we can figure out where that's going to be for everybody. Hey, Brett. Miss Brandy's here. We got the gang here tonight. This is going to be some good energy, guys. Brandy, Judy, Kaylee, thank you guys so much. Miss Jennifer, Healed Heart Space, Jude, and Brett. You ran into your ex today after 2 years. Was it one of those? I've done that before where I've literally hid behind an aisle at the grocery store. I thank you, Healed Heart Space. I was gonna, I was like, we should talk about that. But all the things that I say I'm going to talk about, of course, I promptly forget. And look at that. Wow. So even though I got 555 yesterday, which was for me, it doesn't have to be for everyone. Yes, fives are of change, but when there's a 555, I was getting that all day. If you didn't see my post from yesterday, I was getting that all day, the day before Doug died, and there's our 5. And then the morning that Lois gave out, it was 555 as well. But for him, I always see 444. And one of my good girlfriends, her best friend passed away, and we figured out that both of us had a 4 code for them. So we always send each other uh, messages or signs or what we see that says 444. And here's our 44. And today I pulled in to bring my car to Honda that I was supposed to trade in last week before somebody hit me. And it was 444 when I pulled in. And as I walked in the door, the music that was playing was By Your Side Sade. So if you saw my post from yesterday, as I was typing the letter to tell you guys what happened yesterday, that song just randomly played. So it came on again today at 444. So kind of crazy, right? So we have this 44 making the 8 here. We have this beautiful, it looks like a peacock here, even though it is more crow energy. And look at that, the birds here, guys. The 18 of the moon, which is today's day. There's our 555. I mean, wow, the farther gate, boldly stepping forward, taking that next step. And then even as I slide that down, so we can't get rid of them, guys. Change is upon us. Shoulder taps from heaven. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I didn't mean to make anybody cry yesterday, but you know what? It is very cathartic, and tears help our body detox and get rid of pent up emotions and help our body be ready for energy that is wanting to come in. So I like this very much. Big time Queen of Swords energy. I always associate her with this card, and she came out in last reading. You guys were there with me for. So I'm going to keep all these going across here. We'll see where we go. Let me know if any of these numbers are special for you. And since the moon is in Leo, that's my fire deck day, but I already used it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. I love using this deck. Emperor 444, Emperor there on the bottom. So let's see what our little surface energy is here. This is about, in this deck, outsmarting the trickster energy. And we have yet another bird, that rooster. And I called it something strange in the Sabian symbols, a chanticleer. Have you guys ever heard of that? They call a rooster a chanticleer. So maybe an emperor is outsmarting some kind of situation. This is like the home picking up and walking away. They could be not going through another round of a well-worn pathway or another cycle. Yeah, because it's been a night here, 99. That was in my notes today, along with 88 and 77. And we have this page, and this is a feminine knight here, which I love, or a feminine page, but she's like a little knight in this picture. She's got another bird here on her finger. And this to me reminds me of the coal mine energy, where they would carry around is parakeets, I think, and they would use them to tell when the air in the mines was poisonous and when to get out. So this could be something, a message trying to tell you, okay, it's time to follow a different trail, or follow that internal niggle that something might be up here. There's this big truth coming. And I just read what that animal is called, and it's escaped me for the time being here. Yeah, escaping some kind of bars here, as long as whatever has been a nightmare, this might be a friend, or this could even be a father figure or a boss to you, that maybe they themselves have been a little bit of a nightmare, and you're like, I gotta get out of this place. Okay. King of Swords can be very sharp tongued, especially paired here with the devil. But that was just the surface energy. So we do have this perfect storm here with the courage to step into life. And we do have that Crown Games right use of power. So you could be closing a door on some kind of situation here, that there was a person who is not very kind with their words. Maybe they were wielding their sword in a way that was non-productive. It feels to me, the energy feels definitely egoic, but like a little bit more power hungry. Okay. And we've got to remember that when people act that way, or their words that are directed toward us that are not kind, 99 times out of 100, it has nothing to do with us, and it is their own projection and their own sense of self, something they don't like about themselves, and they're projecting that onto you. So let's see what's going on here. What door is closing? I think that'll come up in the situation here. You're coming in as the Queen of Cups. That means our reading is ready. And we've got here, I'm going to have to scoot these guys up. So where we are with the moon right now, it is in a waning moon stage right before it hits that balsamic energy. And that is, what do we need to release and let go of? And we have all these fives here of change. And I was talking about 555 when I was shuffling. And here we have that book ending energy. So this is about what we are releasing here with this Six of Pentacles. She could have squashed those bugs. So maybe you could have squashed that person, put them in their place, but instead you just kind of went, I know that's projection. I know that's, like, you kind of shook your head and went, uh-huh, okay. And you didn't react. So looking at it with love, you knew this was nothing to do with you here. But I still think that door's going to be closed for you here regardless. This feels like you just had enough of someone's mouth, someone not being able to have a mature conversation. Okay. And then under that 55, guys, geez, I just saw this today when I went to get my nails did. She had a literal stack of rocks, and I thought, that looks like one of the cards that are in the shaman's dream oracle, unmarked trail. So this is brand new and revelation. So when one door closes, the next one opens, and it's going to take you further than you've ever been before. Are you Star Trek in this here? All right. Rising above the fray, a lot of birds, a lot of communications. So instead of lashing back to this person, you're like, I'm just going to let that one go. Instead of squashing that bug, I'm going to kindly take them outside and release them and let them go. Okay, with love. And Three of Swords. Yeah, that is somebody that is, again, like I said, not being very kind with their words. And I feel like it was meant to rile you up, or they certainly didn't spare any words with this out of immaturity or frustration. But whatever it is here, you are letting it go. You're just letting that go. You're closing this chapter. You yourself were already in balance here with the Justice card. And I like this stance. So I've never noticed this yin and yang here before on that he's standing on. He's got 1 foot in divine feminine energy and 1 foot in divine masculine, which is how the Queen of Cups stays loving no matter what's going on around her. She stays connected to spirit. She stays kind, regardless of other people's pain and how it's been projected on her. Okay, and this is the whole center of the reading, another bird. So the heart of the reading is about someone that is either coveting your heart or coveting your kindness. This woman is in this deck, in this fairy tale, is married to the vulture. He knows, the vulture knows that his wife is unhappy, but he kind of hoards her energy anyway. So it feels like because you stood up for your own heart, somehow you were the bigger person here through this storm. You are recognizing that this person or this situation is taking far more than they're giving, and the opportunity is to use your magic wand here, all 4 aces of potential, in order to cut out that 3 of swords, and see how it's hovering in the back, right? And another bird, she's a crane. She's holding 1 sword. So this is a decision. I can decide whether or not I'm going to accept this 3rd sword, and she's not. You're just putting the Bolsheviks outside where it belongs. You knew it didn't belong to you. You knew this was someone power tripping, being in their ego, and you rose above this situation here. And where you're going to next, this feels like a reward, because preparations come to fruition, a 6. So it does feel like a reward because you didn't react. I don't even know that there's been any response here. I think you might have just metaphorically put in your 2 weeks. Let me know if anybody's actually leaving a job. The block, Page of Pentacles, the information that was given you, you didn't like. Okay. This is like the raise that never came. This is the promise that was never kept. This is the information that never came to fruition. What does Spirit want us to know here? Yeah, Empress energy. Empress does not need the Emperor. She pulls in all of her blessings by keeping her energy high and filling her heart first, and manifesting from a place of joy. And see, regardless of the words that were said or the imbalance of power, whoever this reading is for, this is about a situation where you didn't reply maybe like you would have in the past. Something just clicked with you, and you're like, I see. I see what's going on here. But no, ma'am, no, sir, you will not put that sword in me. I do not accept. I don't accept that. And it just kind of feels like, all right, that was my last straw. That was the one that I'm using to make my own dreams and wishes come true. What is that? What does Cinderella say? A wish is a dream that your heart makes. Maybe I have that wrong. It's been a hot minute since I've watched any cartoons like that. And the outcome is Page of Cups and luck. So, like what I said, you haven't been here before. This is something that you could not have foreseen you would do, or you've just reached a place in your emotional maturity. Cups here, where you understand that it's just not worth your time, energy, and effort. It's like you stopped it before it even got to you here. You stopped it in the past. Is that a saying? You stopped it on the pass? What is that saying? You stopped it at the pass? Let's keep going here. We've got the red thread of destiny here as well, guys. This promise, whatever it was, I'll see if we can pull more on that. Yeah. So could be a focus on family. This is you have arrived. The 10 of Pentacles is where the sun and Mercury had been just up into this morning. The sun is still here for a few more days in the 10 of Pentacles, the last decan of Virgo energy. And that symbol today is Grand Dames at Tea, pursuing excellence by centering the mind and practicing everyday functions in a ritualistic manner. Focusing on your dreams, your heart, you know your destiny. There's luck to be had somewhere else by doing this walking. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. So these are going to bookend right here. And this is feeling a bit left out in the cold. Maybe, you practicing this self-love and this protection for you has ended up with, I don't feel like it's you in the cold, though. I feel like this is someone else you put on the curb or you put on pause. Your words did, because I don't think they were used to the response you gave. They weren't used to you standing up for yourself for some reason. And again, this is a person or a situation that has taken advantage of your energy and you knew it. But Empress energy, you're like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay, that tells me all I need to know. And we have the King of Cups coming in. This can be a divine pair. So, guys, even though this may or may not have anything to do with love, because you did that, that is still a raise in your personal vibration. That is still checking the box and going, I've learned that lesson. This feels like the reward of passing the test here with Venus and Leo. It's last test. 3 of Cups, celebration with family, friends. 10 of Pentacles is literally everything that encompasses your life. Okay. It is the brain dump of all the cards. This is everything that surrounds you. Okay, so that can literally be anything for you, but it's where you have acted in a way. Um, it's not retaliation, it's with love, but self love. Okay, let's see if we can get something. Yeah, so you had discernment here, and it, instead of feeling sorry for that person and going, oh, they just had a bad day, they didn't mean to say it like that. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not today. You've taken advantage of my skills, my kindness, my love for too long now. And it's not happening anymore. It's just not happening. Let's see where this farther gate's going, where it's taken us. There's that storm of the 3 of Swords, and you're not the one suffering, though. See how he's like laying in wait back here? And there's that Uranus shock because you haven't done this before. They just thought they were going to get to keep walking all over you, or that you'd stay late without pay, or that you'd train the next person for frickin' free and still be expected to do your job. And to the F, no, sorry, not happening. Okay, rising above. I said this was the Queen of Swords energy here, and here she is ending our ending our reading here, our opportunity and what's coming. Okay, so let's find out. This is definitely about a figure, someone that sees themselves as above you. Okay, and Queen of Pentacles here, and their opportunity is to transform and not repeat this Nine of Wands cycle again. Okay, there's our sun energy. So again, Venus in Leo here. Here's the test. This is you pass the test, whatever this is. 10 of Wands in the middle. There's that 10 of Pentacles energy. Even though it's Wands here, this is putting that last burden down. It's the heart of the reading. So the burden was having your energy coveted and taken, you were being taken advantage of, taken for granted here. And what is fueling the magician is this beautiful fiery phoenix energy here, 8 of Wands. It is a winter scene. This is communication. Is this the unsealed letter? Okay, could be. And magically, this good news comes into you because you completed, because you completed the test. So up until now, this is going to be reverse here in the environmental energy. You were not able, like I said, to battle this person. They just kept promising, but it was never delivered, right? And this time you went, no, those are words. I don't see this playing out in your actions. I know you're playing games with me. I know you're wielding your wand in an unfair way, and I ain't having it. I set down that wand. I don't care how nice your wand or your wob is. What's here? This could be a marriage, guys. I'm sorry if that's your story, or a long-term commitment here. Yeah. So you are focusing on your own cup, your own destiny. You're making your own luck because you passed this test. This is the environmental energy in this deck. This Five of Cups is the story's kind of scary, I think. Yeah, I don't even kind of want to even go there because it's a scaly story. She basically tries to get revenge and for her spilt milk, for her spilt cups, for her lost love. So if this person tries to retaliate in any kind of way, and wow, I just noticed that this was a hand reaching up from this water here of all these spilt tears, that karma comes back and bites her in the A double asterisk. So don't think this person's getting away with it. You just simply pass the test of not reacting. You responded by, okay, thank you for showing me who you are. I'm going to be heading out on my own now because I'm not going to give you another chance to put that third sword in when I'm not looking, or when I'm not feeling strong that day and I may react instead of respond. I'm not going to do it. I've risen above. I am looking down on the situation from a higher perspective. That's what's been hidden in the moon with our moon energy here. And I feel like this person just thought they would continue to get away with it. Okay. This is regarding a Nine of Pentacles, someone that might have been flush in their cash or very independent and only kind of thinking about themselves. Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy. And Seven of Cups. Yeah. They're confused because they're not able to take advantage of you like they used to here. Yeah. You made a different choice. And this gives you a new choice in love, especially with that King of Cups and that reunion energy coming back here with the Three of Cups into your Ten of Pentacles, into your present life. They are single now. This new person, yeah, this is fresh love. Someone that actually matches your energetic vibration. Okay, there's our unsealed love letter. And here's the gift. So it could be past life soulmate energy if you don't know this person. I'm noticing the same flowers here in this bowl that are surrounding the Empress, where everything grows beautifully because her energy is high vibration. Wow, guys. Uh, yeah, this new person here on the bottom row is certainly not confused at all. And look at the difference in their sizes. And I was joking about the difference in the decks. I mean, I think this new person's got a better deck of cards. Let's just say that. Let me find out here. I was going to ask what this offer was. That's, of course, going to be different for everybody, but I want to know what door this is closing here. Can we get anything more on what the offer was supposed to be? What the offer was supposed to be. Let me know in the comments if that, yeah, you do, Judy. You got to call them out on the BS. Okay, so what was this offer here? Something that it didn't even end because it never came to be. There was no transformation here. Um, this is her peeking behind the curtain to see what's there, and it never, these were just promises. Okay. These were just promises, but they were never followed through with, either because you didn't hold their feet to the fire, um, or because it just felt safer here. Like, yeah, I know that's not the best thing, but it's not as scary as finding something new and starting again. Really? And finding something new and starting again, Wheel of Fortune. You spinning that wheel. Yep. This is ding dong. This is successful completion of a cycle. And it's like, go ahead and outside energy, you go ahead and do you, boo. And go ahead and repeat that so that you don't, so that you don't ever shed your skin. They're not going to have victory here. They had the sun and they had a chance at victory with you. You're making a different decision. Yeah. And they are, what did I say? They just didn't see that coming because it's never happened before. So if you have recently or in this upcoming eclipse energy that cuts and severs, congratulations to whoever this reading is for, because you did it. You did it. It doesn't feel like it was very easy, but it feels like it made you feel really damn good to say whatever this was. You had a balanced sense of self first, and you're like, you know what? Bippity boppity boo to your Bolsheviks. I really like that rabbit of red thread of destiny. And look how this red thread is kind of on the talons here of this dragon, the King of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, it's a celebration, guys, but this person ain't happy. They're like, I really I can't come in. They're shocked. They're shocked. I don't know. You got to email me and tell me what happened here, especially if this is if this was marriage or a job. I mean, it's all interesting to me. I just like to know that it's resonating for someone. You might not be on this timeline yet. If you're teetering on this change, you're going a little bit farther than you would have before. And the rewards are so much greater. Not only that, 57 is a 12, hanged man energy. It flips your life on its head, and now we've got choice in the lovers, a jovial, this is a happy reunion here. And again, this is shared energy. Even though you may appear very, very different from each other, maybe it's not your the type of job you would normally take. Maybe it's not the kind of relationship you've ever been in. Okay, but this is common ground here all the way. Yeah, this person was just too spoiled with you, and they were getting away with it. You've stood up for yourself here. Whatever this is, guys, you've stood up for yourself. Okay, let me go ahead and get our advice for the reading, and then I'll pull cards for you guys. Let's see here. What do I want to use? She says, oh, I know. Okay, I have not pulled this out in forever, and I've been having great cards from decks that I haven't used in a while. This is one of my first oracles. It's pretty old and it's held up very well. I love it. It's very deep. Wow. I woke up at 3:33 this morning. Here is 33. Heaven Sent. There's the 4 at the bottom, Sacred Fool. That's taking a leap of faith energy. Okay, and especially because you took the lead here under 30, yeah, against the grain. It's a 180. You went against what you did in the past. And there's another 4. Here's your dream, your 17, what is already with you. And there is some sacred geometry here in the center, and we have this moth energy, and just follow your nose like the Fruit Loops guy, because it's like a moth to a flame. This is released. This lesson releases you. You can now swim anywhere you want. Why am I being pulled here? Oh, we just had Salacia, who is Neptune's wife. It's an asteroid in the sky. That is like the unreal or trippy life experiences. And that's at Aries. Okay. Emperor energy there. And it's a flock of wild geese gaining mysterious awareness of the soul's transcendence. This is growth. Okay, it was already inside you, and I'm getting an ear squeezy on that. I think maybe it even surprised yourself. It could be because, again, it was completely unexpected. You might have got a download here, an upgrade for doing something different than you've always done. This bolder step forward, it's farther than where you've been before. And there's a revelation. My ears started actually beeping. We've been through this song before. Are you waiting on a revelation? It's called Revelation if you Google it. I hope someday that you'll find it. If you ain't made up your mind yet, there's no mistaken. Something that's all I got. But it's a beautiful it's a beautiful song. Have you been waiting on some revelation to tell you to close that door, and you followed it? Here's your reward, guys. You haven't done this before, okay? Very big, very, very big changes. All right, I'm going to put on my Farsi Oasis. So there's Miss Kim. So I can see my comments. I hope that made sense for you guys along the way. Thank you so much for double tapping that screen, hitting the like button to help get my watch hours back up. Yes, thank you for saying so. I did hit my 500 today, speaking of fives. However, because of all the time off with everything that has gone on this year, the average now for the last 365 days brought down my watch hours. When I had my watch hours, like by last July, I think I had those pretty quickly, but didn't have the subscriber count because I don't mind going slow. But so now I have to get those watch hours back up so we can get so we can get monetized. All right, I'm going back through the comments, guys, to look for your hearts. Go ahead and feel free to put in a specific question or even just a context, and that way I can see which energy the cards are wanting to give me there. I'm going to be starting with Miss Judy Jude. Well, I see a healed heart space. You're saying hello, but I see a black heart there. So because there's a heart there, I'm going to start with you first there, then Judy, and then Miss Brandy. Okay, so I like my two new decks. Let's give some advice. So thinking of your question, healed heart space. Okay. 4, 5, 6. There was a 3, 2, 1 timing in the notes today, as well as those 99s, 88s, and 77s. Healed heart space, spiritual forces. Why am I getting spiritual forces? Healed heart space. Did you recently have a download here? Oh, wow. Okay. So, like my reading, like the reading, you're here for a reason. So, ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served you and hindered your growth. And oh, I wish I was here to see the hot air balloons and Liz. Now, here comes in this energy over here, healed heart space. Don't panic if you already have a partner because, when I don't know that, by the way, because soulmates come in all shapes and forms, guys. There are animals, there are fur babies, there are best friends, there are parents, there are siblings, there are people that we incarnated with in the same soul pod of souls, so to speak. And it says, "You're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together." Mariah Carey. All right. And gotta use the new decks. All right. And let's get here from the clarifying life situations. This is love and career. All right. We've got ignite ambition. So again, I'm leaving, pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely, keeping an open mind is as answers reveal your journey. Again, farther than we've gone before here. Duality dance, seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourselves. So, I already saw that there as the Queen of Cups. And if someone else was not giving you harmony and you went, "I see what you're doing and I'm releasing with kindness anyway," being the bigger person is only going to pay off here. Duality dance. So not dualistic thinking, which we are trying as a human species here to release dualistic thinking instead of this or that, black or white. We are trying to change the vernacular to and. How can it be a win-win? Okay, so this is about seeking balance amid any kind of chaos and harmony within yourself, and just focus on that desire. And if you were wondering, should I leave this according to this reading, that would be a hell yes, in my opinion there, if that resonates for you. All right, I hope that helps you. Thank you so much, Miss Judy Jude. All right, let's get some cards. All right, well, that was pretty quick. All right, would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? Oh, I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. So, have you guys ever seen that show called Run? It was only one season, and I loved the premise of it. I was so sad when it didn't renew. It was just called Run. These college sweethearts promised, they made this pact that they would go on with their lives and go on with their partners. But if at any time ever in the future they texted the word run from the other one, they promised to leave at a certain time and meet in a certain place, pack their bags, and just up their life and go. So that show is coming into me for some reason, Judy Jude. Okay, then we've got nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. And still listening. I listen to the music you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. So I know you like your live concerts just like I do. And so this could be a person that you already know here, Miss Judy Jude. Let me get you some more here with this clarity here. Just heard shuffle, so I will pay attention. All right, we had a flyer there. Just on the shuffle, divine timing. Divine timing much? This is because you responded or not at all. This is because you didn't react. Whatever you did not react to, Judy. Be patient. For some things take time to manifest fully in your life. And there's this beautiful sand timer here. And there is a sunflower here in the background, which is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's like the fire, it's like this setting sun here is there's more sand down here in the bottom than up top. And it's like that when the sun goes down, is that eagles? The sun goes. No, I hear that one, but what took over was the country one. The sun goes down in the moonlight, something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's all I got. Sometimes I only get parts of a chorus. It's a duo. Me in the back. Okay, I'll stop torturing you. Okay. I hope that helps you, Judy. Miss Brandy. All right. Let's go. Yeah, that definitely feels like a older energy there, Jude. Okay. But we never wait for anyone. We got to keep our energy moving, or else the energy gets stagnant because you got to keep growing regardless. All right, Miss Brandy, this is a game to play the way I'm acting, responding, or posting to get your attention. Okay, so that was like a little bit of feeling like they can take advantage of your kindness, or it's some way to get your attention that has worked before. I don't want to walk away, but it's what's best for me and us right now. This feels like your side here. This isn't goodbye. We will be together again soon. It's like grow up. I'm getting grow up, like clean up your act here a little bit. You standing up for yourself here. Um, you gotta surprise them. Do something that you haven't done before, and it's like I am the nicest person until you harm or hurt somebody that I love or care about. I'm not so great about that with my own energy. I'm working on it. It's kind of, I know you guys will resonate with that. It's the plight of the empath, right? They can see us coming from miles away. And when we stand up and do something different than we've done before, they can get pissed, right? Because they're not allowed to use your energy like they were before. 2 seconds. My saying my computer is about to die. All right. There we go. All right, let me get another card there for you, Miss Brandy. Hope that makes sense. Maybe someone that is just like kind of they really like the attention they were getting, but it doesn't feel like it feels like you're putting your foot down until it's reciprocal. Until it's reciprocal, you're stepping aside. Okay. Unity blooms foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring you together with others. You're freezing them out. I said, embrace the frost of stillness wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. You put up, this is, yeah, you put them on ice, and I don't think they expected that. But I feel like that's the cure to get what you want here. Stand your ground. I hope that resonates for you. Don't know what it's about, but that's what I'm getting there, girl. All right. Let's see. More hearts. Looking for the hearts. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, love you too, Miss Marcia. All right. So I just picked up the deck there randomly. Brandy, playing this person if they're all hat and no cattle. They want you to unblock. Okay. I don't think you will until you're getting that reciprocity, though. I got news for him. It'll mess with my brandy. Cards for Miss Marcia, please, and thank you. More fives. Why do the sides of my traps hurt? The sides of my neck, right where it curves. You holding tension there? Because that just came on all of a sudden. Okay. Marcia, feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore. And it's easier to just stay in silence. Okay, let's look at the bottom to see if this one. You're my fantasy. This feels like two different energies here. Again, like this side of the reading, this feels like the person over here that did not expect you to put the kibosh. And then we've got the King of Cups and that Rabbit of Luck with the Lover's energy there. And again, someone that is balanced in your energy. And if this is the person who kind of tried to retaliate in some way, and you guys keep in mind, this can be, it can be a neighbor, it can be anyone. If they tried to retaliate and you ignored them and didn't kind of play into their uh, games, then it's like, well, now what do I do? Because I can't even engage them when the ways that I used to, or what used to get their goat, maybe. And then this new thing here, this could be opportunity. You could have inspired somebody, right? This could be even an old childhood friend. They could be thinking about how much fun you used to have together. Let's see if we can get some more. It feels like it's far away from me. I can't quite tap into the picture here. Life is just a fantasy. It's just a fantasy. Okay. No, no. All right. What is this going? Ooh, kills. What is this going? Oh, now I get the squeezy. I don't maybe look up that year of the song to connect this past person. I don't even know who that is by. I'm sorry. And I'm getting heated up all of a sudden. This side feels very exciting. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not sliding off my seat yet or anything, but all right. Steady progress. Patience is your ally. Celebrate each step forward, no matter the size. So, I was going to make my joke again about the different size decks, but I refrained. But there it is. uh, the Johnny Cash type. Deep voiced. Very just like, yeah, like I said, it was heating up, and it's kind of like, the old uh Elvis days where they would just like faint in the like that feels kind of like this person's energy here. Do tell. We all be jealous right now. Okay. Plan wisely. We got some chess pieces here. Cultivating success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths, the train tracks. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I did the best I could on that one. All right here. Thank you so much, guys. I do try. Okay, I got healed heart space first. And as I scroll with my glasses on, finally, Miss Kath. All right, let me tap into you, Miss Kathy. I just seeing not this pink, it's a different pink in my mind's eye. Hmm. That is the crown chakra. Could be downloads or just people are noticing your change of vibration, your aura. It feels like you've released and let go of some kind of thought patterns or burdens, like you really just stopped overthinking it. And like, I just can't do anything about that. So why am I even letting it into live rent free in my brain? Kathy, advice for Kathy, please. Best and highest good. Okay. What? Oh my God. Just you see that? Okay. So you let it go. And then there's a question of, can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. So I was saying, I felt like you've let this go, and it was the pink chakra, right? Not those color pinks that are on the table here. And is that a rose there? You might find an answer in the clouds the next time you're outside. Look up at the sky, and without allowing your thinking brain in, what is just the very first thing you see, without judgment, going, no, I'm making that into something, just literally in the first milliseconds of that thought. That's all you need. Okay, environmental energy. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. All right. Again, seeing these two different energies here, like in the reading tonight. Let's see if we can get a little more for Miss Kathy. What did I just, you guys, this is like some magic tricks tonight. Sky of clarity with all the clouds. Wow. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. And you know that infinity symbol came out on the fire charms. I've been seeing the charms all week that I casted last. Quite a few unicorns even. And we had the dragon come out on fire and air. So even though this is a water sign here, again, keep those symbols are meaning something. Look for them, guys. Worthy goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. Clarity is coming. You're nailing you are nailing the bullseye here, whatever you're setting your expectations on. And I really do feel like you're literally going to look up at the sky, girl, and you're going to see a picture in the sky and you're going to be like, that Angie. And it's okay if you call me weirdo. It's all right. It is weird, right? It just is. So I hope that helps you. Wow. I can't believe that card. Okay. You had a random rooster show up at your house last week? No way. Oh my God. Thank God. Thank you for saying that, Marcia. Like, I was like, come on. Like, really? You're going to take my baby away from me too? Like, it's too much, right? Oh God, I'm so over September. That's, I think, at the end of August, I was like, it's not even here yet. And I had to wait till September, wake me up when September ends song reading. Okay, let me come back through. Miss Kathy, Miss Brandy, Kaylee, I haven't pulled for you yet. I'm still scrolling though. I love Star Trek. So that was like in the middle of the read. All right. A dream is a wish that your heart makes. Thank you. I got it right. That's a miracle. Okay. I'll karaoke with you, girl. We'll go. I've never karaoke in my life, by the way. Um, oh, Kathy, good for you. I love that. Good for you. I think it's gonna go well. Not seeing any more hearts yet. I'm still going. I love that you guys are chatty. Okay. And I love that you take care of people that come in. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay. Don't ever give up on love. That's right. Absolutely. Okay. Is that all the hearts, guys? I got Miss Kathy. Miss Jennifer. Yay. Okay. I hope you're still here putting up with our shenanigans. I say our. All right. Let me breathe here. Okay, it feels more grounded. All right, messages for Jennifer. Messages for Jennifer. Please give us information about what Jennifer needs to know. You feel like home, feeling more grounded. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. I love that. I love that. And then there's this person on the outside. Again, these all feel like very different energies, guys. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Okay. If this is two different people, again, they feel like two separate people. For all I know, one could be you and one could be another person. And they liked you a lot, and you're like, nah, I'm not really interested like that. Uh, Maybe someone was kind of proposing a friends with benefits and you're like, yeah, no. Okay. Um, everyone's personal choice, of course, but maybe it made you feel a little weird or something. I don't know. It feels like it was unexpected. Or you're like, where would they have gotten that idea? Hmm. Okay, let's get some more for Miss Jennifer, please. Okay. Wow. I mean, guys, it is a Leo moon, and normally I'm only this spidey when it's a water moon. Okay, so roots of stability, ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. Wow. I wow. I hope that helps you, Miss Jennifer. Hope that helps you. All right, Miss Peg, girl. Okay, that was it's on. No, okay, that was there. All right, Miss Peg. I don't feel like this deck's going to be it, but let's see here. I feel like it's in this one, but we'll do both here for Miss Peg, please. Best and highest advice for Miss Peg, please. Okay, there's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Oh, wow. So this is connecting to the reading on the last one where I was saying, I think I even titled one of the shorts like they really did try. It's just there was an energetic mismatch here. You deserve all the good things in this world. And right now, I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. Woo. All right, Miss Peg. If that's what someone wants to say, that of course can be anyone. And remember, guys, we are all here swimming in this fishbowl together. So even if I'm pulling for someone else and you feel it in your body, that is ringing true for you, don't let that deter you from jotting down the message for yourself, because that's your own intuition, understanding here that you're swimming in the energy with us here. And the messages can be for anybody that's watching, right? And because you were brave enough to say, hey, can you give me a card, that, especially if someone else might have been too shy to ask, you could have helped them surf the same energy. So thank you for doing that. Cards for Miss Peg. Fives and fours. Harmony's call. And look at that. This was literally like the stone little thing today. Okay. Wow. Revelation, unmarked trail, something turning on its head here. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. An unsealed letter from Venus indeed, honey. Hmm. Choose wisely there on the bottom, that decisions are shaping your path amid challenges. Stay open to learning as answers reveal your destined journey. Okay. Wow. This is farther, getting ready to step boldly and go farther than you ever been before, girly girl. Okay. Miss Kaylee. All right. Yay. Yay. Brett's going to get out of his comfort zone just for us. Guys, make sure you send Brett some love. He is the hardest working person in IT I know. All right. For Kaylee. Miss Kaylee. Ooh, I feel like a trickle, like a waterfall kind of, coming down the back of my neck. Okay. Like someone's, like fingers, or it feels nice. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Feeling lost without you, and putting others' opinions first. I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. Well, it feels like this is something that you really need here. You can't live on just, you've got to have, there's other ways of being intimate than just so. And if you were here earlier, you'll get that. But again, coming back to that, it's like this is something you tried and tried. Your like words were getting either ignored, or it just wasn't taken seriously. Yeah, focused on money, focusing on career and finance. My ear squeezing. My main priority is financial stability. It's like this person doesn't get how to build closeness. And I'm just hearing mommy, but it's a grown ass person. I don't know why that is. No one compares. Well, they not to. If you ever met Kaylee, nope, they don't. But ever on to find out, I don't. Wow. Okay. I think they would take you seriously then. Okay. Crystal of clarity. They take you seriously then. Um, wow. Illuminate your path with. Okay, let me take off my Farzy Oasis. Illuminate your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. Okay. And sometimes, guys, we have to go to that nth degree. And even if it's not for long, um, sometimes you have to do radical things to show someone that you're serious. And that's the only way to initiate change. What's this about here for Miss Brandy? Reminds me of many, many moons ago. I was engaged and could have like literally got to build the house of my dreams, designed it myself. It was gorgeous, filled with everything I wanted, and I was bored as F, you guys. And that's when I learned the lesson of money doesn't buy you happiness. So yeah. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. Okay. Yeah. Um, I do feel like your energy is balanced and you've tried your best for whoever that is to help them balance. I don't know if that's a family member, but again, I keep coming back to that last read. Like they're not listening. They're not listening. Maybe we need to do a read soon here to dig more onto this, only if it's resonating for you though, okay? Um, yeah, it feels a little frustrating. It's like someone wanting to be like, oh, like I can do it at the 10th hour, you know, like your office is packed up, right? And the boss is kind of like, oh, where are you going? Like, I didn't realize you were unhappy. And you're like, oh, really? I've only been asking, it's metaphorical, obviously. I've only been asking for a raise for 3 years. Okay. I wasn't focused yet on you, Brett. It's simple, really. How do I feel? Well, our body always tells us, right? Let me tune in here. Messages for Brett, please. And thank you guys. Let me know if those are hitting for you or not. It helps me just to know to help me with my own intuition and feeling the signs of my body that when I get them, I'm on the right track there and what each of them are. Okay, you're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. And this is combined with I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. So I feel like that's tapping into the reading here. And no matter what they've done, you've decided to react differently here. And it's like, what's that? Absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. Someone showing their butt, acting like a spoiled brat, refusing to transform. I don't know. I don't want to walk away. Yeah, this is yours. But what's best? It's what's best for me and us right now. It isn't goodbye. We will be together again soon. See how these messages connect, you guys? I was just saying sometimes you have to pull the trigger, and it doesn't have to be forever, but sometimes you really do have to show that no, I'm not putting up with that. I'm just not. And you have to give it time. It's not like something that's like a month and someone's going to be like, oh, I'm different now. No. Okay. That's not how that works. And yeah, just did not expect. They just thought they were in there like swimwear, but not this time. You're standing your ground on whatever this is. And it says they're acting like they don't care, but I still feel like there's going to be little pushes or little um, ways of trying to gain attention. They're still going to make themselves known somehow, right? Uh, but I feel like you should still stand your ground because nothing's changed there. Let's get some more with the clarifying card. Hope these are resonating for you guys. 5 of change. Oh, I think that's my first 7 shuffle. Meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. You ain't bothered, right? Like, I don't want to do this, but I'm not taking that anymore, no matter if it's work or whatever. It's what's best for me, my peace, my balance. That's it. Because if I'm not peaceful and I'm not balanced, then nothing in my life is, and I can't manifest properly. If I'm amidst chaos and amongst immaturity, then that's what's going to keep coming towards me. And I don't want to manifest that simply by mixing my fishbowl of energy with whatever this is. You're already re-alchemizing your tank. Forgive the metaphors, but that's what it is. Your tank is already cleaning out, re rebalancing, and they just gonna come in and shit it all up again. What's on the bottom? And look, how cute. Trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. Stop it. You guys, this is I mean, I literally just opened this deck and cleansed it before I got on tonight. I didn't go through the cards at all. Wow. I mean, you can't make this ish up. Yeah, it's just gonna poo up your water that you already spent a lot of time cleaning and balancing. Uh, and it's even a boy. Like, that's great. I love it. Look, giving you the fist bump, man. Keep going. I'm glad you stepped out of your comfort zone. Thank you. Judy, stop it. They do not. Yeah, the X has a playlist specifically for me. Wow. Wow. You do know the song? Okay, because I already forget what I was humming. The Neon Moon. Yes, that is the country one. Thank you, Marcia. Oh my God. It don't work anymore, Brandy says. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know how to do that couples dance. If anybody wants to take me country dancing, I will lead because I can't seem to be able to follow for SHIT. Um, okay, looking, just making sure. I think I got all the hearts here. Yeah, that new energy. Whoo, that was spicy. That's that's the direction I'd want to head, but that was just how my body was feeling. You got to do you. Oh my gosh, I love it. These are crazy messages tonight. Guys, is every time, like every day that gets closer to this damn eclipse, man, it's just like getting those beepies left and right. Yay, Steph! Well, you made it. Everybody say hi to Baby Moon. She's awesome. Okay, let me get a card for you, Steph. Let me tap into your energy here. And do you know, like, three different people that I don't get to talk to as much as I'd like to reached out to me yesterday, and they were just like, just checking in, girl, just checking in. And it was my boohoo day yesterday, and I was like, wow, like, you are it was just crazy because like that just doesn't happen. And it was like boom, 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 feeling my energy. Okay. You're mysterious stuff. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me, and I never really know where I stand with you. When you're empathic, I bet you guys get that a lot too. What's on the bottom here? And you're like, it's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us forever, but they're overcomplicating it. They're second guessing it. And you're like, nah, I like what I said is what I said. It's the other person that is overcomplicating this, or it's that they're unsure about themselves. Okay. They don't trust themselves. Hang on, since I think we're about wrapped up with the hearts here, I want to get you another one. Anything else for Steph? Not the neon moon, the baby moon, but there was another song too that was coming in right before that one came in too. And you have to rewind and go see, because it's like the songs were overlapping each other. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. Okay, that doesn't feel like this. It feels like someone who is like very attracted to you, and I think if you took them up on it, they'd probably poop their pants. That's what that feels like. Uh, and you're probably like, yeah, pass. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. Maybe that's something you're letting this person down easy by. This feels different than that there. I hope that makes sense for you. I'll pull on each of these energies. This feels surface here, but I mean, I feel like they do really like you, but they're kind of like doing silly things to. They think they're being funny. They think they're being cute, but really they're. It's like, oh, I was just joking, but no, they really do like you. They just don't know how to like approach that. Maybe they think you'll just turn them down, but I mean, I think they're right. But you let them down easy. You're not going to be mean about it. And then this one is very clear cut. It's like somebody that's not trusting themselves, but you're like, why you overcomplicating it? All right, let's get a card here, clarification card on this first energy. Our bodies always know, guys. I tell you what, if you think back, like that could be a good journaling exercise. If you think back to all of the times that you were getting the niggle, that you were sweating, or that your heart was racing, or that you were like, oh, I should take this route to go home, and then you don't, and then you're stuck in traffic an hour and a half, right? It's about trusting that. Okay. Pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career. Well, I was just talking about trusting your body, right? Revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. And that is crossed by eclipse of concealment. Navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. Wow, the eclipse card. And I am not doing nothing this weekend. I am literally holing up and nobody going to make me do nothing to go nowhere. I'm not. I've had enough of a year. I don't need to be testing that eclipse. Let's see about this energy here. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Aw, you're so sweet, Kaylee. Thank you. Aw, thank you. That's very sweet. All right, for step, it's a second energy here. Clarify, please. Heart's desire. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. Yeah, if you're not interested here, I think you'll let them down easy. It's just not, it doesn't light you up. They're being too silly, and it's kind of like grow up a little bit and hit me up when you find yourself a little bit more. Ah. All right, guys. I think that is all the hearts. Oh, I love and miss you too, guys. Oh, thank you so much. I know, not more eclipse energy. Well, I think that's going to be that big path reveal for a lot of us, right? Where soul codes are being sent from the cosmos. That's what eclipses do. They close old doors, they reveal people playing stupid games. They F around and find out. And this time, it doesn't work in their favor. It's Queen of Swords and that crap, right? All right, guys. I'm so glad you caught us tonight too. Thank you guys so much. I love you from the bottom of my butt all the way up through the top of my chakras. I'm sending you positive energy and vibes right back. If anybody wants to book a personal reading, you can either email me or use the link that is on my homepage. Much love from my heart to yours, and bye-bye for this time.